Hey, what's up traders? Welcome to Daily Forex Analysis for 24th of February 2020. We're going to be analyzing four different currency pairs today, and we're going to start off with Euro against Australian dollar, followed by US dollar against Canadian dollar, and British pounds against US dollar, and to finish off, we're going to do a New Zealand dollar against US dollar. Also, if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. I'm making daily and weekly market analysis. Also, a lot more content to follow in the near future. And we're kicking off with the euro against Australian dollar. I've been looking at this currency for the last couple of days now, and as you can see, the price came up to these highs. So the price currently is sitting around the same area, which is also these highs and these highs up here, and marginally around these highs. And we're gonna go to the shorter time frame on the 4-hour chart. The price gapped around 35 pips. I got my eyes on this currency because it can go either direction really. So the price sitting on these highs, also the one I showed you on the daily time frame. This is this same area, but on the 4-hourly time frame. So it can go either direction, and I'm waiting which direction it might go, and I'm willing to take either trade long or short. And if I'm gonna take the short, let's say around here, go to the 1-hour time frame. I'm waiting to this currency if it can slightly push up higher maybe and take out these highs. Maybe if it edges to these high 64.15, just around this area. 64.05 is also good, and then I would look to the short side, see how it's gonna go. But if obviously it does not work out, then it's gonna start edging higher and breaking this high, then I'm gonna switch to the long side for the profit target to be up here, up these highs. But obviously if it edges, maybe it takes out this high and then starts breaking down, then I'm gonna switch to the short side. I'm willing to take the loss. It's part of the game, you cannot avoid, but it's not about the losses, it's how much you're gonna make and risk reward at the end. So if you take a loss, let's say 1 or 2 times up here, and then the price turns around and goes down, and you take that trade as well after the, let's say, 2 losses, and your risk reward is 1 to 4, then you're gonna still end up making money. And the next currency is US dollar against Canadian dollar. So the price came down, this is a daily chart by the way, and the price came down to around these lows and stopped, chopped around a bit, and then now it looks like it's edging higher. So I'm looking at this for at least for a short period of time, see if it's gonna break these highs. If it's gonna break this, it looks like it wants to break it, but for now it's not confirmed. And if it's gonna start breaking, then I will be looking to, okay, it looks like it's going to go down as well on the hourly chart, but because we are looking at the short time view, I want to see a bit more upside before I get onto the long side. So potentially this is reacting on that daily R2. Now it's retracing, and I would be looking for the target for the at least, I would be looking at least around 33.15 area or 33.10, give or take, around that area. So it's about decent 50 to 45 pips. So again, with the day trade, you can get a fairly tight stop, and then with the 50 pips is quite good. You can get a nice good risk reward. And the next currency is British pounds against US dollar or cable. This is daily chart, and this currency is slowly creeping more to the bearish side, slowly going down, not a huge moves, it's going up down, but it's still slowly making step by step towards to the bearish side. So we have this 4-hour trend line. on the second time it came up. We can draw that, and if we switch to the 1 hourly time frame, I'm still looking this currency to go a bit more down, maybe down to these lows around 128.75 area roughly. It might still chop around and might test this trend line again before it goes down. For now, I'm looking more bearish than bullish, unless the price will shows more strength and also breaks this trend line, also these highs, and then starts going higher. Then I'll be looking more long than short, but for now it's more, I'll be looking for the more short than a long side. Yeah, if we get on about 129.50, if the price allows with this stop of roughly about 10 or 12 pips, 12 pip stop, and then run it for the first target, would be down to this low, which is 129, around 129.0706, and then for the second target goes lower about 128.75 area. So there's a good potential, 2 targets you can aim for with the tight stop. It still gives you nice risk reward. And lastly, it's the New Zealand dollar against US dollar, and this currency is pretty much going also the one way to south. And if you go to the shorter time frames, we have this nice 4-hour trend line also on the 1-hour time frames. And by the time I was filming this, the price, I looked at it about 2 hours ago, and the price already came down this 1 hourly bearish candle. I was hoping that it will push a bit higher towards these highs, which I'm still hoping it will do, which I would be looking going to the short side. For now, it's still deciding what it wants to do really. So I'm expecting, if it's gonna push a little bit higher around, let's have a look, 63.35, roughly around these highs possibly, unless the price continues to fall and then retraces back up to these highs, but it needs to go a bit further down in order for me to get onto a short side in here. So for now, looking for these highs, and other than that, if it goes down and then retraces to these highs, then this is also justifiable to get on. So for that one as an entry, depending on what it's gonna do. And for the as of the targets, let's have a look at the higher time frames. Can't really see much on the 4-hour time frames, nothing on the left. And on the daily, as of the daily, let's have a look at there's nice lows you can aim for as a target, like 62. There won't be much pips in there. 62.87. Most likely I'll be looking more way down, because the pip range is not enough and risk reward won't be that good. So either that 62.60 or even further down here, 62.60. Actually 62.60 is a better target, because you also have this monthly S2, which is almost the same area, 62.66. Around this area would be good, good target to have. Okay guys, this was daily forex analysis for 24th of February 2020. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share, and also don't forget to subscribe. I'm making daily and weekly market analysis. Also, there's going to be a lot more content in the future. Also, if you have any questions or requests, just leave it in the comments below. So until then, my friends, see you in the next video.